How's it going, everybody? And I told you guys not a long time ago that I was going to play some Age of Civilizations as Nazi Germany in extreme mode. So, here we go. This will not be fun. I think, obviously, off the bat, we're very outnumbered because, it's going to be a harder game. But I think if we work hard enough, we'll win. Possibly. We got to worry about the Soviets, though. I think the Soviets are probably our biggest threat. Obviously, we got to defend Finland pretty early on, or we're going to have a lot of problems. This is what I usually do. And I think getting some troops here will at least help us stabilize the line in the north. So, there we go. And obviously, we did not stabilize the line very well, because it is an extreme mode. So our second turn, obviously, again, I don't think our African front is going to make it. Not like it really matters, but it probably won't survive. Because we have to focus very, we have to make sure that the Soviets don't break through and get to our mainland. So let's definitely try to prevent that. And now we are starting to get the advantage on the Soviets. Again, like I said, the goal is to take over the Soviet Union as quick as possible, so then we don't really have to worry about any threats other than maybe the USA. And obviously, now we have the capital. We're going to want to take this back so that doesn't go into a big, awful mess over there. And let's send the troops south, if possible, to defend Moscow, even though I don't think we'll be able to keep Moscow under our control. Actually, we did manage to keep Moscow under our control. That's kind of surprising. Obviously, we got to worry about Africa. This could be a very large problem if we leave it unchecked. And our friend over here in Japan, not really doing so good, so that's not very good at all. I say we get some good old allies up all over the place, mostly the South American territory, and yeah, let's get some allies. I want to also have Portugal and Ireland on our side, and even Sweden, just so we don't have to worry about all that. So let's do that real quick, and yeah, let's take over all this. Still managing to keep, Moscow under our control. And nobody joined our alliance because it is extreme mode. Well, that's just great. Maybe I didn't want you to join my alliance. How many turns left until, 3 turns? Or no. 5 turns. So 5 turns until the war will break out, possibly. We have to take the Soviets down quickly, which I think we'll be able to do, and we just did, yeah. So, that was, oh god, we have to watch out for America. Definitely build a port here, and let's ship out at least as many troops as we can. Let's even build some here, because if we lose Japan, I'm telling you, we're not going to win. And yeah, we gotta reclaim Japan for ally. Obviously, our territory is now underpopulated, so we're having some issues now. I say we go into Britain because that just seems a lot easier than dealing with Britain's colonies, so at least that's my take from that. And of course, we're not regenning our population quickly enough, so we are going to have some troubles. If you guys didn't know, population is very important when you're playing in the higher level modes. Obviously, our population is, well, it's not as bad as I thought, but it is regenerating pretty slowly. You know what, nobody else is really doing that good. How do we have so many people living in the capital? I don't know. But I think the capital may be where we have to... Jesus Christ, Britain. We're definitely having our problems here in the Korean front. So, obviously, we have... Or, that's us right there. Alright, let's just do this. And now we're being invaded from the south. Well, this is great. So we need Afghanistan on our side, and we need Portugal on our side. Just join the team already. We need anything. We really do. Let's kick you out. We have to... Yeah, I can't do too much about that, so... Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good. That's not what we wanted. No. Let's kick out the, Swedish. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, we just lost the capital, and things are falling apart, obviously. Yeah, this is not good. Well, that's great. Yeah, this is not what we wanted at all. I knew we were going to have some issues in this campaign, but I don't think it's over. I really don't think it's over. We just have to definitely, if we had some population in this stupid land, geez. We can't do too much, it just won't let us. Sweden, we should have took Sweden out early. That was kind of my fault. And let's please just hope that this is enough to at least push them back. Well, that's a start. Obviously, America needs to be stopped, but that's going to not be doable in our current climate. The problem is we have two major powers to deal with. We have the British and the United States at the same time, which is, again, I think we're fighting a very too many front war, and we need to get rid of one of them very quickly. And I think it's going to have to be Britain who we fight. Let's just hope that our troops can land in the British Isles and take it out quickly. Because if we can defeat Britain, I guarantee you there's nothing we can't do in this game. We are falling apart. If we can at least just take the British capital, that's all we need. We have taken it. Can we end the war? Can we just, end it for just a little bit, Britain? I think that's all I really need is just a few turns to send troops to the capital and make sure that you can't reclaim it. So now we're dealing with another threat called Portugal. That's great. Our country is falling apart. Send all the troops to the British capital. If we can take Britain, I believe we will survive. And I think in our current situation, Britain has lost. So yeah, I think we've defeated Britain. So that's the good news. We have defeated Britain from what I believe. I don't think they can survive. And we've defeated Britain, so that's a very big victory for us right there. Obviously, America, and we still have a lot of threats, but let's end a couple of these wars out here. Let's try to clean up our borders as good as we can, I suppose. This is going to be pretty hard. If we can at least weaken America on their home turf, I think we could possibly, throw them off, and I think that would really benefit us quite a bit. Ship the troops over here, and I just made a very large mistake. Should have killed off those Irish troops, and then we can go down here. And is this Portugal? Yes, it is. I thought it was Ireland. Just taken over. Okay. Oh, Africa is not going to be fun, and this is not going to be fun. Okay. But we are in a better position now that we have defeated the British. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not very good. So let's go over here and take the Portuguese capital, if possible. Okay, and let's take over Ireland, which is not really a threat, but you don't want to mess with the... And we've lost in Canada, so that's great. We have a lot of peace treaties that could be on the table. Obviously, I want to go into India so we can defeat them quickly. Can we also... Let's just take over... yeah. Yeah, this is not going to be a very easy war over here. I say we start the advance, though, because America is starting to gain a little bit too much territory. Oh, fuck, we should have defended Africa. That was stupid of me. Because if we have this African front again, it's like we didn't do anything, so... well, that's just great. We gotta make sure that we do not lose Africa. I should have made a little bit more sure that I could have defended this territory. I think this will have to work. At least for the time being. Hopefully, hopefully our dying African colony can survive. I don't think it will, though. Let's send over at least a couple troops to possibly gain ground. Again, we're probably not going to gain any ground. We do have this front. I kind of forgot about this, but let's try to at least gain something there. That was pretty okay. So our ally in Japan is essentially worthless, because he's just failed us. Can we at least get a friendship up with the Afghans? That's really all I need right now, is just a small friend to keep us alive for the time being. Actually, we just got a really good advantage right here against the, what do you call Indians? There you go. The Indian people, or I should say that. But yeah, we just got a pretty good advantage right there. We have to make sure we can take over all of this and defend our colony somewhat. I don't really care too much about it at the current moment. This is really where the problem lies, is we have to deal with this. They could literally at any point send all their troops to take all that, and that would be the end, probably, of our country. Same goes with up here. They got enough troops here, they could probably walk right through to Moscow or something. And I don't think I'm ready for that. And obviously we continue to lose our territory out here. I don't believe we will be able to... And I don't know what's going on here. Japan's not even in the war. If we take Alaska, maybe that could be interesting. See if we can defend this. Probably not. Who knows, though? Maybe we can defend that territory for a little bit longer, but I doubt it. And we're losing our African land again. I mean, I just don't know. We have too many fronts. We have a front here. We have this front. We have this front, and we have about 5 fronts to worry about. And America has... well, they have 2 fronts, I guess. So a lot of us have a lot of fronts. But down in Africa, they have 1 front to fight us against. And, I don't know, I just got a lot of foes. India has 1 front. And it's just it's a struggle to push back our enemy. If the, the South Americans started to... Really, South America could impact this whole game if they went to war with the United States, because we would be able to possibly push back. Oh god, and I think we're about to get into a war with the Afghans. We're losing Africa, and we are losing Asia. USA is still weaker than us, but don't know for how much longer. Let's try to go over here and take all this over. And let's go into Alaska. We can't defend anything. Yeah, Africa's lost. Might want to just defend the home front. We can't defend Africa for nothing. Please just defeat them right here. I think that's the most important front right now, but we can't defend any of our other fronts. Somehow this front's doing alright, but our Alaskan front has just failed again, so... Obviously, though, Canada is taking this land, so I would much rather have Canada over there than the USA. So let's try to claim a lot of this land from the USA. It's all undefended. Might make up for African failures, but I don't know. And we did survive in Alaska, so that's good. And we failed in Africa, which means now we have a southern border threat, which is great. Afghanistan's going to get taken over by America. Even better. We're screwed. Take over Iran, even though we used to own it anyways, but now we don't. And they've already restocked their troops out here, so it's a little bit worrying to me. We can't do anything there. I think we've lost Alaska. Ooh, no, we haven't. How has Alaska not fallen yet? I've literally... I mean, they've had all the opportunity in the world to take it over. Let's at least build a front out of it. Might as well. If I did some... Oh, God. That is one scary nation right there. The sad thing is they might go to war with me, and I don't think I'm ready for that. Because then they would go... Yeah, they probably wouldn't even attack America at that point. It's kind of annoying. If we build a port right here, I actually think we could really damage the North American front quite a considerable amount if we sent all the troops right there. And we're broke again, but I don't know what else to do. Send some troops here. Let's at least take back the Caspian Sea. And let's try to defend somewhat, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, South Africa has a border with us now. I forgot about that. Well, that's not good. Well, now we're fighting a even worse war. If you look at the Allies, they control a crazy amount of territory. And I'm pretty split apart right now. It's almost a post-game. And now we got a lot of threats from the South. America is still gaining up a lot of power. So I don't know if we can defeat them or not. Obviously, Brazil is the real decider of what's going to happen. If they attack America, we have a chance. But other than that, it is not looking very good. But we've beat worse before. We've played as North Korea, and we've won in legendary mode. I mean, extreme mode. And we've done a lot of crazy things. So I think this should be doable. Please retake. Oh my goodness. How did we lose all of Iran in one shot? That's just crazy. We have no money. Our trade sucks. I think we're going in the negatives. No, we're not. Close, though. But we're still barely surviving, despite... Hey, America's shrinking. Would you look at that? Ooh, this is very... Okay, we've just... This is really good. Well, it could also be bad, but I think it's really good. We need to really make sure we can defeat... Should we go after America now? If we take the capital of the United States, the whole Asian front will collapse, which will be really the turning point, I think. Obviously, then we have to worry about Brazil, who could be an even worse threat, because they already got troops out here ready to take us over, but I don't really think I can defend against that right now. Let's do that. They're not even worrying anymore about our other front, so... I think we should worry about this front, because we are losing. Yeah, how do they have so many troops over here despite... I don't know. Their home territory is getting taken over. The problem is, they are still pushing into Europe. We've been losing land, but we've also been gaining land. We're at 77, now we're at 82. So, I think we're gaining land in areas we can't really defend, so... I don't know. We really need to retake all of Russia. I think that's a pretty important step in rebuilding my country, but we haven't really done it. And they've taken the Caspian back, and I can't reclaim it, which is great. There's just so many troops out here that I can't even really do anything. It's really a problem. And we're at war now with the Brazilians, which is even better. USA, still a strong country, but I believe Brazil is going to gain and become the new second world power in this game. Obviously, we're close to retaking Europe. Not Europe, Russia. But we need to worry more about what is coming from South Africa. And defend our borders that are falling apart. So let's reclaim Russia for the big victory that we desperately needed. Doing this will really reunify our country. How much land do we have? Oh, we're losing land. That's great. We were at 82, now we're at 80, so. But we have reunified our country across the whole continent. Okay. There are some issues now out here, though, which should slow down their progress, but look at this. It's literally a wall of troops that we need to wipe out. If we can wipe out this whole mess that we this was my fault. I let this build up for too long over here, so I really blame myself for that. Let's reclaim this over here. I shouldn't have let the South Africans get so powerful. I kind of just let them build up and take whatever they wanted. We are shrinking as a country. USA is also dying, though, and... Well, actually, no, they're staying relatively alive, but the Brazil has overtaken them. Same goes with the South Africans, who are now stronger than America. Kind of funny, but I don't know, it's just something to think about, I guess. Overall, I think I'm going to make this a two-part video, because obviously we're not doing very good right now. And overall, I'll see you next time.